the promised land. I love it. Yeah, welcome. So yeah, finally, I was like, you know what? Tonight, I'm gonna go in this, like, you know, big game where it's gonna take up, like, foreseeable quite some time to go through. Big game, yeah, I think. It's a couple of big games, but you know what? I think, like, I'm feeling like telling a story tonight, so it's probably reading time. Content for real. The same old content. But yes, greetings everyone. Pressure stable, coils are humming. Good to see you back in the lab. And welcome to the archive corner of my alchemical workshop. And this is your automaton lab assistant, Eleonora Electrica, from the distant past. A story time, yeah. I'm doing double A right now. I think, like, I'm starting, like, the third game on the other side of the universe. The upside down world. Where this time I feel like it's fair to actually start doing the great AA. Getting A on both sides, yeah. I feel like I've been postponing it because it is gonna be a very long, lengthy journey to go through, but it's a very lovely story, so looking forward to it. So yes, we're doing the second game, technically the second game, but they put together into one single game, the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. And mine's still boggled, but mostly recovered from it. Yeah, it is a really nice one, I remember. Yeah, definitely. I think the first one I probably go through when it launches. I probably go through it once. And I remember the second game I actually replayed it. So yeah, like after finishing it, I was like, oh, that was a nice story. I think, like, I played like a couple of cases afterward just to understand it a little bit better, because it's very tightly knitted together, let's put it that way. So yeah, it was a very nice script. Hey yo, hello. Using the other model today. Yes. Hi Areku, how was your stream? Did you win? How was our mafia daddy? Yes, today we are traveling to the past, just like the Great Ace Attorney. 3 wins and 4 losses. That's still 3 wins, so almost there. Almost there. Almost 100% win rate. Okay, where does the Mafia Daddy come from? I don't know. Are you not? I thought you were. But yes. Hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you don't like it. You know, if you don't like it, I can change it. Where did the daddy come from? Why not? I was dropping into Areku's channel. He's fantastic. He's really good at... Hey, where's my... Oh, the bot is not working again. I can see it. Just a sec. Areku's very good shooter daddy. Mafia daddy. Yeah, I'm just calling daddy everywhere. It's like calling everyone daddy. Let's go. Let me go. Let's see if we can find Areku. There you go. I blush for thank you day. All the daddies, yes. Oh, check out Areku's channel. Fantastic. And very good. Sometimes he's trying to do democracy to my people. But I forgive him that because he lose. So let's go. Let's go, robots. I will do, yeah. Alright, let's drop into the game. So, Great Ace Attorney. Let's see if my things are working. And we lost to Cyberstar. Yes. Let's go, Cyberstar. Alright, drop in. Cashew and fam. You're welcome. We're great. We're great robots. Okay, let's go. We have great AA. Was it continue or select adventure? Was it this one? Okay. Okay, so resolve. So that's how they name it. The Great A Satani Resolve. Ooh, VA, let's go. Oh, look at that. That's pretty.
こうして目の覚めるような澄み渡った青空の下に立つと、ロンドンでのあの日々がまるで嘘のようでございます。懐かしい異国の大帝都。あの方はそれは立派な弁護士になられました。今もきっとかの地の法廷で勇敢に戦っていると存じます。ご挨拶が遅くなって本当に申し訳ございません。帰国より慌ただしい日が続いたものでございますから。それに一体誰が想像したでしょうか。この国に戻ってからたった2ヶ月。
Oh no. Oh no.
今日はご報告に参りました。明日、私は大審院の法廷に立ちます。一生にただ一度、弁護士として。
Oh.
どうか、このすさとに力を与えてくださいませ。カズマ様。
Oh. 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 Oh, wow. Wow, that's a lot of info. Oh. Wow. I'm speechless. Not a waifu down. Oh. What? Well, I mean, I remember the first game started with like Watson's Dead, so I mean, wow. I love that you're peeking just so you won't obstruct the view of the scene. Yeah, it is like caption, so that's why I was standing on the side. we're having Japanese VA. It's so nice. It feels like listening to, I know, Zelda game. I don't know why it feels like Zelda. We expect death. Yes. That's really weird. That's a familiar face. Yeah, didn't she? Isn't she the lady that killed Watson? Yeah, I remember that sworn hat lady. Oh, Zelda game. My curiosity is piqued. Yeah, it kind of like, you know, in what was that game? The Hyrule Warrior, that one, where Zelda was doing the narration and stuff, right? Like talking about like her story, traveling to the past and stuff. It's kind of like that tone. It's really cute. I really like it. Here I am again after 9 months. The Supreme Court of Judicature of Japan. I feel so nervous, but I must steel my nerves and find a way to compose myself. Ooh, all good. Mikotoba! Oh, yes, Papa Susato. Papa Susato. She's the foreign student lady. Yeah, we proved that she did. Wait, she was the one that ran away, right? She was like, you know what? This country can't put me in jail. Guess what? Wait, I'm free. I'm a free man now. Bye bye. Adios. Ah, good. Here you are. It doesn't do for a lawyer to be late. Oh, yes. Good morning, sir. I hardly recognize you. You're quite a fine figure, Consul. But you look as white as a sheet. No sheet. And those white eyes aren't doing you any favors either. Oh dear. The truth is, I'm so incredibly nervous. I feel utterly nauseous. Nauseated. Nauseated. I almost wish I'd never been born. Oh wow, that's bold. Goodness, not the sort of thing the father hoped to hear from his daughter, I must say. Oh, Eugene Mikotoba. Professor of medicine at the Imperial Yume University. Oh, Yume. Oh, wait. Yesterday we learned from... It was the same university now, like Yume University. It was the same that Naruhodo actually went to, because that was Yume University as well, where Chinami was was doing the deed to Nonda-kun. A man who earlier in his life travelled to Great Britain to study the latest advances in forensic medical sciences. And of course, my brilliant father. Mikotoba Papa. Excuse me. Oh, it's a waifu. Would I be correct in thinking that you'll be my lawyer in the court today? Yes, that's right, miss. Well, I want to thank you for agreeing to represent me. I swear on my life. It's a complete fabrication, the whole thing. It's a waifu. Is Ray Membami. I am curious, like what's her name in Japanese now? Ray Membami. Names in other languages, let's see. Oh, it is. It is a different... Why is it like Ray Membami now? And thanks for the Sodi slap. Was she the person in the cutscene? Oh no, that person is us, actually, like Susato. We are Susato Mikotoba right now. Hello. How are you, Ronnie? Thanks for the Sodi slap. Let's see. So remember me in Japanese is Haori Murasame. That's cuter. That's very cute. Born the same year as I am, and my greatest friend. Oh, are they so polite between like friends as well? Is it like she's like bowing and stuff? It looks like Caratel boss name. Could be. Really unusual for women in our time. She works at the university research lab, helping my father. Oh, lady researcher. Oh my god. Let's go. And sadly, she's the defendant in today's trial. Accused of committing a truly awful murder. Of course it's a murder. Of course. I'm feeling alright. Since we started talking, it seems, well, have become a little flustered. Oh my, well, just that. My heart. My heart. Oh my god, my heart. It looks so gallant and dashing. Oh my god, that sparkle in her eyes. Okay, sorry? And when I fall under your intense gaze, it makes me feel rather bashful. Oh, how my kokoro. I know, right? It was like, when she was like, oh my god! It's a waifu! Goodness. I don't think she knows. She hasn't realized who I am. Ah! Wait! Well, haha. Well, it would seem our little plan for this trial is going to work. Oh, what? What do you mean, Professor Mikotoba? Even if your best friend can't see through the disguise, I think we can relax. Oh, we're dressing up? It's illegal to put holistic technique out of nowhere. Yeah, exactly. Disguise, yes. I've never tried this dressing this way before, of course. I wasn't sure how convincing it would be. But this does make me feel a little relieved. As you say, Father. Father. Whoa! Is that you, Susato? Yes. I'm so sorry I didn't say anything sooner, right? It's just like, no, what are you doing? My husbando was actually my waifu. What are you doing? What's going on? What? A varsity uniform, that varsity cap, a varsity cape, that varsity badge. Look at you, you look for all the world just like a student of Imperial Yume University, a male student. I want to see it. I want to see it. I'm so glad you think so. It means all my preparation has been worthwhile. I woke at 4 this morning to make a start. I don't understand. Why are you dressed like this? Well, you see, that's the only way. Ah, ugh. Really? The only way she would be permitted into Supreme Court to take on your defense in this trial. My defense? Never before in my life have I felt so frustrated at having been born into this body. Courts in Japan are barred to women. We're not even allowed to set foot inside a courtroom. Despite the fact that the laws of the land applies to all people, male and female alike. But women are forbidden. Just for today, I will be leaving my true self at the courtroom door, so that I can act as your lawyer. Oh, that era. Yeah, I know, Areku. Oh, Susato, you'd go such lengths for me. Yes, because you're my waifu. Read after me. Why you are my waifu. I just worry that I shan't be the lawyer you deserve. Oh no, I have complete faith in you. Ray. Am I smelling Yuri here? All the waifus. It's so strange though. I mean, you're such an accomplished judicial assistant already. And yet just because you're women... What a wretched reason. I mean, why shouldn't you be allowed to in court? You're so gallant and dashing. I know, right? I do smell it too. Ray, please don't look at me like that, with those flushed cheeks and dotting eyes. She's so cute, I can't. Oh my god, I'm sorry. You do look so dashing. Yes, you mentioned that once or twice. I need to see it. That sussy I smell. I need to see it. You should be pleased. It means you look convincing as a man. I'm pleased, I think, as it certainly helped to bolster my confidence today. She's simping so hard. Well, I probably could understand, because Susato is really cute as well. I remember that trial. Susato-san had game. Hey, you're managing to put on a brave face in all this, but I can see through it. I've noticed how your shoulders are slumped and how you're trembling ever so slightly. Oh, Susato, you do believe me, don't you? I didn't do it. I couldn't have. I mean, murder. Of course. You have nothing to worry about. Your conscience is perfectly clean. Isn't that right? Perfectly clean. Okay, clean. Let's go. I have absolutely no doubt in my mind about your innocence, which is why I'll stand by you until the bitter end in this trial. Whatever happens, I will always be on your side. Because that's what it means to be a defense lawyer. Oh, that means so much to me, Susato. Oh, don't you worry. We need to give her a hug. Defendant. Let's go. You should go in at once, eh? If you're late, the judge won't hesitate to pronounce you guilty. Oh, that's mad. Oh. Stand aside. I don't think I've ever seen her run so fast. Well, Susato, you certainly surprised your father. Going to such lengths to be admitted into the courtroom, but with no prior experience of being a lawyer. There was simply no other way. That's all there is to it. I think that was the thing as well, right? In the first game, Susato had to kind of like help, like get help from Ryunosuke, I think, in order to like help people and stuff. There's certain people I don't see in the same light. You haven't told her, have you? I mean, I'm right in assuming that Ray doesn't know how it came to this. Like, what happened though? Yes, quite right. I've kept that information from her. What is the information? It would only worry her if she find out that no other lawyer would agree to take her case. No, I didn't want to burden her with that. Is it true, the reason why every other lawyer is refusing to take the case? Is it really because of who the victim was? Oh, you should be making the move now, too. As you know, law isn't my field, but I do what I can to support my student. Thank you, Father. Oh. Yeah, as judicial assistant to Ryunosuke, yeah, that's fishy. Yeah, that's pretty sad, so. I'm Susato Mikotoba, a judicial assistant. 8 months ago, I accompanied a student of law on a study trip to Great Britain, and 2 months ago, due to unforeseen circumstances, I found myself back in Japan. How many times have I wished that he were here, I wonder. Still, I have no choice now but to steel myself for the trial ahead. Hey, Destiny Francis, welcome in. How are you? Wish me luck, Naruhodo-san. Oh. Oh. It's a waifu. Look at that. This court is now in session to hear the trial of Ray Membani. prosecution is... Oh! Ouchie! Oh! Oh, it's that guy. It's his ancestor there. That guy. Ouchie family. The Riki killer, yeah! I see his ancestor right now. It's Aochi family's tradition to be on the newbie killer guy. As the prosecution is fully ready to proceed, Your Excellency. Ah! Look at that! Defense Counsel, you ready? Yes, Your Excellency, we're ready. She's panicking. Oh god, I can see already the dialogue was like her eyes are swimming. Ah yes, Counsel. According to your registration details, your name is Ryutaro Naruhodo. Is that correct? And now I wonder why she looks so dashing, I see. Sorry? Oh yes, I had to come up with a suitable male name for this little venture. I'm afraid to say that I simply put down the first name that sprung to mind. At this point I had the LC outfit on. Oh really? Well, Counsel? Yes, that's right. That's me. Yes, I mean... Yes, I'm Ryutaro. He who has vowed to uphold the pride of the great Naruhodo clan. It seems Ryutaro may need to consider how better to uphold his manly act first and not overdo it. So manly. Ryutaro looks so cute, I know. She's amazing. Those wide eyes aren't doing you any favors either. Just relax, please. Naruhodo. Oh, it's Sizzling. Hello, how are you? Welcome in. A fresh face in this courtroom, if I'm not mistaken. Rookie. But the name Naruhodo, would that perchance be? You may be thinking of Ryunosuke Naruhodo, currently in Britain as part of studying program, and this is his cousin. That's right, Ryutaro has been studying in the provinces but was called to the capital for this trial. I assure you, in the matters of law, his knowledge rivals that of any of the Tokyo's eminent lawyers. Any of them. Oh god, how about you? Not bad, not bad. Having a great time, this is so cute. What a pitiful situation. Having been rejected by every lawyer in the capital and the accused had to call in a country boy. How dare you, Susato is every bit as gallant and dashing as any of your Tokyo attorneys. Bareta. She's calling us Susato. I won't have you making fun of her. Oh, yeah. Please be careful, Ray. Oh, this is so cute. Oh, he got a little fan of his own. What an unrefined tomboy we have here. But I wonder, is that your gallant and dashing lawyer up to challenge of defending you? His wise, skittish eyes very much suggest that he's not. He probably is not. I'm so nervous. Now that I'm standing in his shoes, I'm starting to understand what Naruhodo-san go through. Like it or not, the eyes won't float. Oh my god, look at those eyes. Panicky. case to be heard on this day is the matter of great significance of our to our national interests. In fact, it would be reasonable to assume that the outcome of this trial may well affect the very future of our empires. Just like the trial 9 months ago. Oh, ooh, okay. And yet, for proceedings of such importance, we have this unknown cowboy's dog. Dear me. I still love the name Jikoku. He doesn't have a name yet. He's like a judge. Just a regular judge, I guess. But let's see. Do they have it? No, I don't have the catalog yet. Perhaps this would be an appropriate moment for me to assess the defense, to determine whether you are sufficiently competent to practice in this courtroom. 9 months ago, when a certain other Naruhodo stood where you are standing right now. Oh, panicky eyes. The same judge tested him as well. And that face. Even though he was just a student at the time, not even of law, he passed the test with flying colours. For a trained and experienced judicial assistant like you, it will be easy. So, counsel, do you consent to answering some simple questions? Oh my god, she's cute. Oh my god, she's cute. They grow up so fast, I know, right? Alright, it's time to prove myself. Oh, she's doing it as well. Oh, that's so cute. Yes, Your Excellency, but please do make it simple. Very well, to start with, you will state the name of the victim. Who? That's simple, I couldn't forget that if I tried. Shit. What was that, lady? What's the matter? Now that I'm standing in his shoes, I'm starting to understand something else Naruhodo-san goes through. Like it or not, mine's are wearing to blank. What? It's not surprising, really. It's your first time in this position, and in that goes. Even a bright spark like you is bound to flicker and falter a little under these circumstances. Oh dear, there's small failure. Oh no. No, it's fine, it's fine. I just need the button. The court record. Where's the button? Where's the button? Yes, where's the button? Where's the button? Oh, you just use E. E. I'm pressing E. I'm pressing E. I'm pressing E. Okay, there you go. E is back. Oh. Oh, okay. So post-mortem report. So the time of death, just after 2 p.m. Death is believed to be due to trauma into the victim's lung from a knife blade. Only a single wound is identified. Okay, let's see. So victim is Jazali Brett, female British. Time of death 11th of August around 2 p.m. Ascertained by examination and witness statements. Cause of death: single deep stab wound from behind piercing a lung, resulting in fatal bleeding. Is hemorrhage? Oh my god, I hate these spelling. I can't pass by like all these H and E and A's. And death will have occurred within minutes. Extreme meiosis. What is meiosis? Pupil dilation. Wait. Excessive contraction or constriction of pupil to a diameter of less than 2 millimeters. Often described as pinpoint pupil caused by activation of iris, and is okay. So it's like opposite of dilation. It's often respond to bright light before death. So something shined into her eyes. Was observed in victim's both eyes. What does that mean then? So someone flashes at her. In some ways. I'll be waiting. What's the name? Algie. Eugene. Oh, hi. Kawaii. Oh my god, she's cute. The name of the victim who lost her life in this case is Mrs. Jezali Brett. Okay, the name that will never be forgotten in the courtrooms of our country, I'm sure. So why she's dead right now? Why is she still in the country after 9 months? Correct. And being a member of our empire's judiciary, you will be well aware of the significance of that name. So let me pose another simple question. As you know, Mrs. Brett was a visiting student from the Empire of Great Britain. And why then is her name deliberately associated with our own empire's judicial history? Obviously, you won't have forgotten that case from 9 months ago. But if it's proving hard to record the finer points, everything you need is included in the court records. Obviously, I still remember. That was the start of everything. Jessel Brett, behind the women's student persona, was the face of Queen Victoria, a victim, a killer. Oh, that was the cutest hi, please. 9 months ago, a visiting professor of medicine at the Imperial Yume University was killed, and the culprit was Jezali Brett. Yes, she was a killer. At the time, our country has signed a new treaty with the Emperor of Great Britain, and it was in the midst of the delicate diplomatic situation that incident occurred. An Englishman, John H. Wilson, was shot dead. I believe he was an associate of yours, Professor Mikotoba. Ooh. Yes, I was in debt to that man. He'd be my mentor when I went to London to study forensic medicine. Indeed, and it was I who invited him here to Japan as a visiting professor at the university. Naturally, the murder of an Englishman in our soil was a matter of the government's wish to resolve rapidly. Indeed it was, which is why a secret trial was conducted here at the Supreme Court. Oh, right, it was you. A student of Imperial Yume University was arrested on suspicion of murder. A second-year English language student by the name of Ryunosuke Naruhodo. And with the help of his best friends, the student lawyer, the accused conducted his own defense and exposed the despicable crime committed by Mrs. Jezebel. Jezali Breads, something like that. Let's say Jazz. Well, Miss Brett eventually admitted to her crime. However, when questioned about the motive that drove her to take Dr. Wilson's life, she was like, guess what, fuck that. She gave no satisfactory answer before the trial reached its conclusion. Immediately after the trial, the British government brought its consular jurisdiction into play. We were unable to sentence her according to our empire's laws. And it was decided that she would be removed to Shanghai, China instead. And she came back. Why Shanghai though? There's a British consular court there. Correct. I oversaw the negotiation personally, and the date of her transfer to Shanghai was finally settled upon only last week. All that remained of our emperor's obligation was to see that women safely on board a steamship. Oh, they really want to mess with this country. And yet, the very day before her departure, that woman was killed. Oh my god, they really want to stab that. Like, what? What's happening? Only the day before. That was desperate. Wow. I mean, that will do. I'm satisfied with the counsel that but for the defense is sufficiently capable of representing the defendant. Oh. Thank you, Your Excellency. Over the first hurdle. A summary of the incident, if you please. Prosecutor Auchi. Is it Auchi? It's actually like a little ouch. As you wish, Your Excellency. The repugnant crime took place in the 11th of August in broad daylight. Oh, look at that. That's pretty. On the outskirts of the imperial capital, under the bright blue sky and secluded bathing spot by the sea. Oh, that's pretty. The incident occurred inside a small beach huts erected for bathers to rest or change their clothes. Oh, so it's in the changing room. The cause of death was a single stab wound to the posterior abdomen that pierced the victim's lung, an injury which proved fatal. So bled to death. There were two people around. There were two persons alone together in the beach hut at the time of the victim's death. Mrs. Brett and in her bathing attire, and the accused Ray Membami. Oh, accordingly, there could be no doubt of the accused's guilt, especially when we consider she has powerful motive. What is the powerful motive? Police arrived rapidly at the scene and promptly arrested the young lady. So, what happened? And why is she with her hat when she's bathing? Well, that extraordinary description of events leaves me somewhat lost for words, I must say. That's certainly true, but prosecution's summary was full of words that raised an awful lot of questions. As a lawyer, I really ought to pick up the prosecution's counsel on what he said about a powerful motive. So you're clearly exaggerating. The powerful motive is, well, I don't know if it's an overstatement or not, but I'm a bit confused though. So, okay, let's put this to the accused, shall we? Membami-san, you're a research assistant at the Imperial Yume University, I believe. Okay, yes I am. I'm working with Professor Mikoto in his lab at the moment. I can confirm that the defendant is an excellent assistant with a strong sense of responsibilities. And fascinating to hear. Now, another question. Prior to your work with Professor Mikoto, whose research were you assisting then? Oh, well, I was studying under Dr. John H. Wilson. Oh, Dr. Wilson. The visiting English professor who was murdered by Mrs. Brett 9 months ago. Okay, so that was the motive that they say. Accused had deep-seated respect for her former mentor. Is that not true? Oh, whoops. Yes, Dr. Wilson was a wonderful man. Interesting. Then tell the court what deep-seated feelings you had towards the English woman who killed him. Well, obviously I was filled with hatred for what she'd done, a powerful hatred. Oh no, Ray, be careful of what you're saying. Oh, whoops. The motive was revenge. Plain and simple, Your Excellency. Well, it was clearly a trap all along. How wicked of him to use Ray's undying respect for her former mentor against her like that. I must find more details, and something we can use to bolster our defense. As a lawyer, I really ought to pick up the prosecution counsel on what he said about, well, being alone together. Well, Membami-san. Yes? What is it? Naruhodo-san. I'm really starting to wish we made my liars Ryutaro Susato. Please tell the court why exactly you were present in the bathing spot with the victim in the first place, and why you were alone with her. Oh, well, no, that's not true. It wasn't like that at all. There were people around. A detective who was guarding Mrs. Brett for starters. I was just asking to accompany Mrs. Brett as a companion, that's all. Let us be clear. At the moment of her death, you were alone together with the victim in the hut. You and no one else. The truth is, there's only one reason why this young woman accompanied Mrs. Brett on her bathing sojourn. It was the accused's last chance to take the victim's life. Oh no, because as we know, the following day we would see the Mrs. Brett extradited to the British authorities in Shanghai. And the accused would never have an opportunity to dispatch her again. Ooh. Oh, okay. The prosecution counsel seems to enjoy using provocative tricks like that. Yeah, obviously. But for now, at least we need to assemble more facts. It's really terrifying. Father's right, we need information. Okay, bathing spot. Let's see. If I may, Prosecutor Ouchi, what do you want? Your fresh-faced, young Yakel student. I wonder, could you explain, please? You mentioned bathing spot. Haha, my apologies. Clearly my modernity has confused the poor country's bumpkin simple minds. Oh my god, bathing spots are very latest trends in health practices from the West. We were told that bathing in the water of the ocean is curative and therapeutic and excellent for the skins. No, that's not what I meant. It was referring to the fact that Mrs. Brett had, and to all intents and purposes, been found guilty of murder. Why would a known criminal have been relaxing by the sea? Right, why is that? For old time's sake, I believe. Sorry. Mrs. Brett was to depart for Shanghai the following day. Her final wish, as it were, was to enjoy a day at our country's wonderful coast. and the British Embassy put extreme pressure on our government to comply. Whoa, but on what grounds we would agree to such a request? Because, as usual, our government is unable to stand up to foreign powers. In matters of diplomacy, it seems we don't even have the courage to decline the whims of a known criminal. Don't look at me, Professor. It was the government who granted permission, not I. In any case, it was decided that with a dedicated detective on duty, nothing could go wrong. But in fact, the murder took place. I said don't look at me, it was a young student girl who did it, not I. No one has proven that yet. I won't provoke the man if you don't need to. Well, well. I believe we all have a clearer picture of the incident now. Despite her guilt being determined 9 months ago, Mrs. Brett had a good time. And still working at the university. Guess what? No big deal. Obviously, over that period, she and Ray would have encountered each other on a number of occasions. Seeing that murderer of the mentor of whom she has such great respect enjoying such undeserved liberty. Yes, even if it was only temporary until Mrs. Brett's extradition to Shanghai. You can hardly but blame Ray for her feelings of anger and resentment. Poor Ray. So, Your Excellency, if you would be so kind as to peruse this exhibit. Yes, it's a picture. It's a picture. It's a picture, let's see. Okay. There isn't much spots you can hide someone. I don't know why there's like a slit around there. I think that means something. Does that mean that I can like sit here and then like have someone poke from the outside and like just kill one the long? I know. Yes, thank you, Counsel. A tragic image. As you can clearly see, there's nowhere within the huts that anyone else could have hidden. The court will accept this picture as evidence. They had a pokey device, yeah right, a little pokey knife. A samurai sword. As I understand it, then the victim and the defendant were alone inside the beach hut at the time. This is deeply troubling, I must say. The thing of guilt points firmly at the defendant. Well, Your Excellency, naturally the prosecution has much more to its case. We intend to prove the accused's appalling action beyond all possible contention. And to that end, I can confirm that we have multiple witnesses to the crime and damning evidence. Ugh, witnesses, but who? How many? One of whom, I might add, is highly respected police detective. Ooh, Gumshoe. I assure you, the testimony of these witnesses will leave no room for doubt. Ugh. But it's not our friends. Bring forth your witnesses. Okay, show me. Who's here? Taketsuchi Aoji has been waiting for this moment. Sorry. Oh yes, I haven't forgotten that trial 9 months ago here in this very courthouse. And that little brat utterly humiliated me. And that's your cousin. I'm gonna take it on you. Ugh. Ryunosuke. Naruhodo. Well, yes? This is insult to the Aochi family name. It will never be forgotten. Cousin might be like, loser, boo. If the conceited with age council, but they all have to stand aside to make way for the new. Oh. And the way is the way of the world. May you never forget that. Oh no. Oh no. That's why he had a new haircut, I see. Strike the head of a samurai whose top knot has been cut and a bell of cultural enlightenment tolls. And yes, that fateful day, my former self died. Oh, come on, you're not Miles. Come on. The start of your own mini Meiji revolution, are you modernizing as well, Council? Silence. Since I swore revenge back then, it has been a minor miracle atop my head. Observe the Aochi grove. Oh, this little a little dot, I see. You see the seed of hope sprouting forth from the barren expanse of my crown. I think that tiny grove is trying to tell me something. It may not be Miles, but it's worse. I'm afraid I can't really see where's that hope exactly. Oh my god, hey! I said silence. The day I face another Yokai Shun of Naruhodo clan, well, I will vanquish you. Hello, Valari. It's almost Wednesday, so I'll give you that. How are you? Holy shit, it's already Wednesday. Oh my god, this week is just... Oh my god, my brain is just full of work. Can't believe we are finally there, hump day. Can't wait for weekends now. My victory will be fertilizer for the seed of hope atop my head, so you have been warned. With that, the prosecution calls a witness to the stand. Looks like the stakes are high on both sides in this trial. And the prosecution and defense each has much to lose. A haircut's hardly comparable to raised life, exactly. Huh. I've seen you. I've seen you. Huh. Huh. Witness. Witnesses, please state your name and occupation for the court. Huh. Huh. Wait, that's the detective, right? I remember you. Chief Inspector Satoru Hosonaka. Eh? Imperial Police Bureau, and I'm in disguise, obviously, so I can go undetected. And Soseki-sama. And I am, well, the next big things in books. An author renowned throughout the capital, in fact, yes. Simply sold out. Oh, wait. Journalist! On the side! Oh my god. A satirical I'm a Cat, a sensational success by Soseki Natsume. Oh my goodness. Struggling student from the provinces, please. You don't need to be out of me. I don't need? It's only natural that you feel nervous in my presence, but all of you, please relax. Call me Soseki, even. Yeah, wow. Wow. Wow, big thing now, huh? What on earth is Soseki-san doing here? Tread carefully. That author fellow knows you from your time in London, doesn't he? If he exposes you for who you really are, this will be over before it begins. Yes, of course, I know. I presume Soseki-san won't have forgotten about me, so I could certainly never forget him. Though he does seem to have changed somewhat in 6 months or so that it's been since I last saw him. And as for the Inspector Hosonaga, amazing outfit is hard to believe. Did I have something on my face? I mean... yeah, on your head maybe. Well, your glasses for one, though they don't seem to be helping you see. Thank goodness, he hasn't recognized me either. I suppose this is this disguise, isn't it? I thought that appearing here in the clothes I was wearing in the time would make would make for more faithful testimony. It's my guiding principle to carry out all testimonies flawlessly. Well, I can appreciate why an Imperial Police Bureau detective might have been present. But what business did writers such as yourself have been being at the scene, Soseki-san? Well, you see, I had been asking that day to give a lecture at the beach. On the morning of the incident, the Imperial Yume University's Grand Lecture Hall, no less. Wow, at Yume University. After the lecture, I had a very pleasant conversation with a researcher about the medical science department. The professor over there, in fact. Professor Mikotoba. Yes, that's right. It was arranged by one of the newspapers. They wanted some story or other about 2 former students who studied in Great Britain. Of course, being a renowned author, the press never leave me alone. Indeed, they secretly spy, snapshots, and scribble stories, and scoff at my privacy. Huh. As you can see, the conversation was written up in this newspaper there. Oh, I want to see it. I want to see it. I want to see it. I have plenty copies. Yes, I want to see it. He practically threw that paper at me. Oh, please. Anyway, court records. Let's see. Oh, this is so cute. Oh, Wagahayashi as well. Oh, this is so cute. Wait, why is the lenses cracked? Why is the lenses cracked? Oh. Oh, this is so cool. Oh my god. I am not really good at reading, but this is basically... Okay, looks like the top one was basically talking about the Professor Mikotoba and also Natsume, talking about like them and stuff, and there's like a London in here. Okay, so talking about Japanese matcha and the London's fragrant tea. And something mochi. Have no idea what that is. Okay, so this is about like this picture's story. And there is London Expo. Oh, okay. So let's see. There's like London Expo and the... oh my god, this is Sciences and Arts and Expo and... yeah. Let's see, what else? So on the bottom they have... okay, so this is continued from this one. It's basically the Expo story about like, oh, it's like Crystal Palace. Oh, this is so cute. They're calling the Crystal Palace the Crystal Tower. Oh, this is so cute. Okay, so, and then like this is just a bike. The Bike Society? Looks like a bike society or something like that. Okay, this is so cute. So there's 3 pieces of news around it. And a lovely little picture. Anyway, following my interview with Professor, the lady in question appeared and made a very unexpected announcement. I should like to go with everyone to see your country's coast. Those were her words. I explained before, Miss Brett were never taken into custody. She continued to work in my lab under strict surveillance, of course. Which utterance the university immediately contacted the government to seek guidance. And the response was permit Mrs. Brett to go as long as a detective accompanies her. That detective, I'm at liberty to diverge, but it was May, Chief Inspector Satoru Hosonaga. Thereby the entire party departed cordially for the seaside, it seems. It was extremely challenging to clear all the other members of the public from the vicinity of the beach. Oh, cough cough, but unfortunately... Oh my god, is that blood, mate? Oh my god, but unfortunately I'm at peak physical fitness at the moment, so... Oh my god! I was able to carry out my duty flawlessly, but what's that blood? Oh my Inspector, you... Well, you do have something on your face now. Oh my god! Is he okay? Does that mean that you went to the beach too, Father? No, fortunately I had work to finish off. But fortunately, of course, it meant that as my assistant Lei was invited to take my place. Of course, being a renowned author, I didn't like to decline the invitation. But if only I had, I'd never have seen that awful sight. Relentlessly racked by remorse and regret. Very well, I must now ask you to present your formal testimony to the court. You will give an account of all that you've witnessed on your impromptu excursion to the coast. Is he okay? What the fuck? Oh my god. He's not really happy. Oh, everyone. Oh, okay, so we are doing the double. The double trouble. On the day of the incident, I was ordered on a special surveillance assignment in this disguise. I just managed to catch that crab when I suddenly heard a caterpillar from behind me. I ran into the beach hut at once, where I found the pair in question. Yes, that young girl was astride the English woman, dagger in hand. She was stabbed wildly. I saw blood on the blade. It proved to me that she'd stabbed the victim multiple times. Oh, okay, multiple times, that doesn't work. Okay, so we found it. Let's go. Multiple times. Oh, the pen. Oh, that was it. The damning evidence. Oh, What have you there, Counselor? So-called fountain pen, isn't it? Okay. I found it at the scene whilst examining the body. It appears that her dying moments have final ounce of strength. The victim clutched a piece of evidence that would positively identify her killer. What? Your Excellency, would you cast your eyes over the prints of the crime scene once more? Goodness me. But there's also a glass and a puddle in there. The victim was clearly grasping something quite deliberately there in her hands. That's right, the fountain pen. So, and if you would kindly examine that pen. Don't tell me there's a signature. The owner's initials has been engraved to the ebonite barrel, and it's RM. RM. RM? RM. Ronald McDonald. Oh my god. Ah, there you go. The case resolved. Ronald McDonald. Holy shit. Seriously, RM? I don't know. The initials of the defendant. Case resolved, we can go home. Bye bye. We're satisfied, that's it. The fountain pen will be admitted immediately as a critical evidence. So depending on if we have like an RM character afterwards or not, I don't believe that the guys, you know, like either Natsume or the Hosonaga was actually guilty in this case, because I think like they're just like one of those, you know, Larry Bot's character. So, you know, like when you watch AA stories, you can always find like these clown characters, and I feel like they are one of them, and they're probably, you know, they might cause some trouble, but they're never guilty. Okay, there you go. Oh no, what's happening? I don't understand. The prosecutor Aochi of mine months ago, oh 9 months ago, had none of this man's voice. Okay, the counsel for the defense, you may begin your cross-examination now. No one's on Larry's level. No one. No one's on Larry's level. I'm pretty sure. But still. If it smells, it's probably the boss. Naruhodo-san. Ha, naruhodo. Ha. That means... Oh, yes, me! Is there another naruhodo in my courtroom? Actually, there isn't even a single naruhodo in your courtroom. Oh, true. Cousin Ryutaro, pull yourself together, please. Alright, I've seen this countless times as judicial assistant. Find inconsistencies in the witness testimonies to prove that they're lying somehow. That's all there is to it. That's how a real lawyer would handle cross-examination. Let's see what I can do. So the first one is quite easy. I think it's just multiple times. Okay, multiple times, and then we just go for... Ikihari! Larry's a bit too special. I think like, you know, clown characters, there is Larry, and there is Wendy Obag. Oh, who else? There's like I mean, Gumshoe is always sweet. Yeah, there's quite a lot of like always clown characters around the story. Okay, with that Igiari cry that welled up from deep inside me, I think I finally understand every time Kazuma-san and Naruhodo-san has stood up here at this bench. The stakes has been very, very high indeed. What's the meaning of that menacing pose, Council? Finger pointy, let's go. I'd like the witness to clarify something for me. Who? Where? What? How? But that guy on the background is very sus, I mean. Gumshoonies. Oh, the music. Very different.
It is Wednesday, my dudes.
It's almost Wednesday. It is almost Wednesday, thank you, Destiny Francis. Oh, thanks for the hit pads. Appreciate that. Oh, it's really different. This is a very nice touch. It is very unique to Susato, actually. It's a remix of Susato and then, like, you know, a little bit of determination in there. That's really nice. I mean, Capcom for AA has always been doing like such a good job with their soundtrack, but this is amazing. Wonderful piece. Not you, Soseki-san. This query is directed towards Inspector Hosonoka. At me, in your statement just now, you said that the victim was stabbed multiple times. Yes, that's right. As I said, when I entered the hut, the defendant was already standing over the victim, bloody knife in hands, like a murderous demon. And yet, that cannot be. What? Get to the point, please. So the post-mortem report, it clearly states that the victim was stabbed once only. Cough cough. In other words, Inspector Hosonoka's testimony is clearly flawed. Soseki-san. But me? Your claim has been Membami-san in the throes of stabbing the victim. Yes, I did. Widely. But both of you made, and the inspector confirmed the same point. There was already blood on the knife when you saw the defendant holding. Yes, and it's quite simple. We know the murder weapon was used to stab the victim only once, therefore there was no way there could have been blood on the knife if that single stabbing hasn't already occurred. Ah, true. Then what exactly is your contention, Counsel? Yes. Your Excellency, there is only one logical conclusion. What Soseki-san in fact saw was not the moment that defendant stabbed the victim at all, but the moment that defendant in fact withdrew the blade from victim's body, so that it bleeds horribly. What? That can't. So that it bleeds horribly. That's random. Excellent work. Okay. Hello Annie, welcome in, how are you? Oh, but I'm loving this music, like, oh my god, this is so good. Well, this takes me back. Yes, I seem to remember your cousin's stage a scene much like this in that trial 9 months ago. That half-wetted child with half-baked objections attempting to steal the show. Yes, and play my background music as well. You're right, there will be certain similarities. Except the so-called half-wet child managed to outwit the prosecution, who has only half a hit of hair. Oh my god, that's personal. In any case, all this talk of stabbing and withdrawing multiple wounds, it makes not a jot of difference. Why not? Engage your brain, young man. When the accused first plunged the deadly weapon into the victim, it was a fatal blow. And it was that moment, just as she had withdrawn the blade ready for the next strike, and that's what the witness saw. The knife was already tainted with blood because the accused has already stabbed the victim. All you have successfully shown with your little display is that the moustache author is prone to moments of extravagance. Oops. Oops. I'm in agreement with the prosecution. If the defendant was seen wielding the blade at all, that is sufficient grounds for her actions to be viewed with suspicion. But what if she was withdrawing the blade? Then we're back where we started. Sorry. Consider this, young cowboy. If the student girl is innocent, as you claim, then why would she have pulled the blade from the victim? And with a demon's cold-blooded composure, too. The prosecution demands an explanation, and it had better be good. Why did they pull off the knife? Ah yes, going for the for the juggler. What does father mean by that? Let the court hear answers then. The truth is, I don't really know. I have to come up with a plausible reason here, or we don't have a case. Or why did the defendant pull the knife blade out of the victim's body? Save her life. According to post-mortem reports, the defendant's death was not instant. That's correct. The freak, she would have remained conscious for a short while after sustaining the injury. Indeed, giving her time to take hold of this piece of evidence that clearly indicates her killer. The point is, being a medical research assistant, Mbami-san was compelled to act when faced with one's victim. Instinctively, she pulled the blade out in an attempt to save her life. Puncture, and then, kabooming. Did you hear that, Your Excellency? It would seem that this is the best we can expect of this young man. Indeed. Well, it's just me, or suddenly feels much colder in here. Your Excellency, if I may... Speak, witness. I would like another opportunity to testify in respect to the show's assertion just put forward by the Yokel Defense Counsel, I mean. Well. But in matters of medicine, he appears to possess not a lot of common sense. Very well, Inspector. I will permit your request. You will testify again before the court. Okay. Okay, let's see. Pulling a blade from a wound without thinking could cause heavy bleeding. That's basic knowledge that any medical research assistant with an ounce of sense ought to know. In other words, there's no good reason why the defendant would have tried to pull the knife from the victim. Let's not forget that the young student had a motive for killing the victim. That man the victim murdered 9 months ago, Dr. Wilson, was a defendant's highly respected mentor. Is what you said true, Inspector? Could pulling a knife from the wound really cause the wound to bleed heavily? Oh. Yes. Think of a weapon itself as a stopper of the wound that prevents excessive blood loss. Until a doctor is ready to provide proper treatment, that stopper shouldn't be removed. Oh, I see. And this is why your cows should stay on farm. Even quack from some obscure mountain village would have such basic knowledge. Wow, anyone who's ever given someone a little poke with a knife and pulled it out again knows. Oh wow. Don't do that, mate. Oh well, I've never stabbed myself, you know. I'll pull a blade out of one, so... Of course you haven't. I didn't bring you up to behave like a bandit. Father, is it true what they're telling me? Yes, it's basically remedio knowledge for the medics. Ray would have been well aware of that. If she were to claim ignorance of such fundamentals, that would have proved fatal in many ways. But then, why would they have done it? Could she have pulled out the knife in full knowledge that it would be fatal for Mrs. Brett? I don't know. Oh, it didn't make any sense though, I know. They never once mentioned anything about a knife to me. It seems almost impossible to believe, but... Could my friend actually have... Susato? Yes, pull yourself together. We mustn't lose sight of why we're here. Counselor, it's time for your cross-examination. Oh yes, Your Excellency. However, I must warn you that if your cross-examination fails to identify any issue with the established facts, I will be moving to my adjudication immediately afterwards. Again, another threat. Okay, let's go. Believe in Ray, our waifu. Let's see who did it. Pulling a blade from wound. Rushing to a verdict, already not surprised. Yeah, they're trying to like just press charges to someone. Well, so this is the second testimony, so I'm guessing we need to press. I think perhaps you're forgetting something though. You need to... Oh, you can examine things. Okay, I can't examine things. Magnifying glass. Magnifying glass. Ooh, magnifying glass. So there's this wine. Ask for a refresher. Very well, so open court record with E. Now let's take a look at the fountain pen. Simply press space. Oh, there you go. Yes, the RM. Okay, there wasn't such a thing before. I can't press anything though. Ah, what's that? There's some sort of emblem here, look. But it isn't Yume University one. Must belong to some other organization, I suppose, business of some kind. It seems implied that the pen doesn't in fact belong to Ray. Oh. Oh. Mata. That's so cute. Oh, you say doing it without thinking could be a problem. Does that mean that you ever you use shuke and tension it will be alright? I know. Okay, so same thing. Getting exactly the same thing. So is there a mention of a pen then? Why are we like taking a look at the pen itself? Oh. Again, let's... Oh. Oh. No ink. Why is there no ink? There's no ink. Something wrong, father. No ink. Oh, things sort of slowly slap. Oh yes, you're right. Pretty much empty. It ran out. It seems like that's it. Okay, there's no good reason why the defendant would have tried to pull the knife from the victim. Whatever the motive, let's see if the motive actually gives it anything. So that's the motive. Yada yada yada. Motive. It didn't mention the pen though. Oh, sorry, I may need to go to rest now, so please have a nice rest of the stream. Take care of everyone. Take care, Areku. Thank you so much for staying around. Appreciate you staying, and have a good nap. Good night, good night. Okay, let's see. This is hopeless. I can't find a single crack in this testimony anywhere. If Ray knew that withdrawing the knife from the warden would threaten Mrs. Brett's life further, I just can't think of any way to explain why she did it. Susato, in a time like these when especially important to remember the fundamentals. Evidence is what counts in the courtroom, isn't it? So, Inspector the... Examine it. I know what to do. There's nothing about the pen in here, or like the grasp or something. Let's see, bleeding to death. You have a lot to learn about women. Oh my god. Okay. Let's see. It doesn't seem like... I'm stuck. There's the fountain pen, but there's no such place to actually use the fountain pen, which is really confusing. A fountain pen doesn't have ink. Yeah, but... No, I don't know. That basic knowledge that any medical research assistant now should know. You've got it. What is the good reason? What is a good reason? I'm so confused. What would be a good reason? Let's see. Something to do with the statement. The defendant has suddenly encountered someone, yada yada yada, could have shocked, yada yada yada. Oh. Yada yada yada, yada yada yada. Oh, so they don't have like a back button in there. Oh, there is. Okay, you need to use A or D. Okay, pulling a blade is no good. Basic knowledge of any medical research assistant with an ounce of sense ought to know. In other words, there's no good reason why the defendant would have tried to pull a knife from the victim. So it's either like a good reason to pull the knife, and this is talking about the motive. So either it's like there's no motive, or there's no good reason. There is a good reason to pull the knife. It's so confusing. You know what? We're gonna save. Yes, save it. You know what? We're gonna present. Spam. Present. Nope. Okay. Nope. No good reason. Motive for killing the victim. Let's see if fountain pen bears any show of our element and some emblem of some description. There's a very small amount of liquid still inside the ink's reservoir. Let's see. I'm so confused. Let me try this one then. No. I still thought it was a good reason that is present in some of the things, but... I'm so confused. Let's see, we can't present to people in this game, just like unlike the first couple of games. So that means it's always... wait! Oh, it is something that I can take a look at. Oh, finally, they change it, okay. From Yumi's medical research, is that your lab? What the... let me see that. The poison has been stolen! This morning's paper Soseki-san gave us. You're saying you didn't know. Oh, wait. Oh, wait! Come to think of it. Oh wait, there's no article mentioning the story of our paper this morning, was there? Highly toxic poison has been working on the strictest confidence. I'd put Ray in charge of that project. Hey, was she managing it? Oh, if what's written in here is true, means that she tried to hide the theft from me. Moreover, the details were leaked somehow. I don't believe it. Oh, there you go. Poison article. There was an article about poison that was stolen from a lab in Yume University. Even my father, who is responsible for the lab, knew nothing of the incident. Aha! Okay, so now we see it. Okay, it's quite an exchange. Yes, he becomes a little over-animated when he was talking about his time in England. The photographer managed to capture this moment of his hand karate chopped me on the neck. I do hope you weren't hurt. Oh, finally! Okay, so that was what that was missing. Okay. So, options. There's loads. Okay, so we examine the back of the paper. So this is the newspaper from Soseki-san. There seems to be an important article on the back. Exclusive deadly poison stolen from Yume Medical Research Lab. From Yume's medical research. Father, isn't that your lab? What the... Let me see that. The poison has been stolen. The morning's paper Soseki-san gave us. You're saying you didn't know. Okay, so... Come to think of it, there was no article mentioning the story in our paper this morning, was there? Is it highly toxic poison we have been working on the strictest confidence? I'd put Ray in charge of that project. Ray, was she managing it? If what's written here is true, it means that she tried to hide the theft from me. Moreover, the details was leaked somehow. I don't believe it. Okay, so with that basis... Exclusive deadly poison stolen from Yume Medical Research Lab and following a lecture at Yume by Soseki Natsume on 11th August, it's come to light that a very disturbing incident took place. A deadly poison being secretly developed in the university's forensic science lab was stolen. Deadly in tiny quantities, even the smallest amounts are entering the body either via the mouth or via wounds from the poison-laced blades would prove fatal in minutes. Current methods cannot detect the newly developed chemical. The university would have to be consulted. Why is the poison being developed? Onset of symptoms occurred in minutes, starting with impaired breathing and end with acute contraction of pupil prior to death. Such symptoms would have been suggestive of this toxin. It's apparently an entirely new synthesis of alkaloids and rumored to have been commissioned by the military. Okay, that makes sense now why the words, you know, like a note of statement where it's like extreme meiosis would make any sense in that trial. So there's a good reason. Present. The good reason that was stated was actually this one. No, there's one possibility. One very good reason why the defendant might have decided to withdraw the knife from the victim's wounds. What? Huh. Tell us then, what possibility do you think you've identified? It's here, in the newspaper article. An article about the deadly poison have been stolen from the lab in the Imperial Yumi unit. The victim perished from his stab wound. The poison has no relevance in this case. But, Prosecutor Aochi, you will let defense speak. But newspaper article, the court cannot rely on that kind of hearsay, though those wretched publications, Kiri. Okay. I'm going to need some tangible basis for your claim. You will indicate to the courts precisely what part of the newspaper article mentioned affirms your assertion. Your Excellency. Yes, of course. Thank you. Ray would never have done something to further endanger Mrs. Brett's life without just cause. The reason why the defendant pulled a knife from the victim's body is explained in the news article where it says deadly in tiny quantities. The news article reviews the following property about poison in question. Oh my god, livid. Yeah, it's like finally finding out where it is. Because I was looking at the evidence and can't find like where you can inspect. When the toxins enter the body on a knife laced with poison, is rapidly absorbed and causes death in minutes. Oh, are you suggesting? I know you got this. It was confusing, but we got this. If the knife used to attack Mrs. Brett was laced with this very poison, it would explain why the defendant Membami-san would have withdrawn the blade as soon as possible. And yes, the truth is, it was an attempt to stop the poison from entering a victim's body. What? It's completely and utter nonsense. Not at all. The defendant withdrew the knife blades from the victim's body as not to accelerate the women's noise, but to save her life, and the prosecution cannot deny the possibility. Have you not read the post-mortem reports? The cause of death was actually bleeding. Like madness. The words poison appear nowhere in the document. Well, that's because the acting quickly removed the blades. The defendant prevented poison from taking. Oh, please, that's clearly desperation. The weasel's lost breaking winds. Poison has nothing whatsoever to do with this case, as I believe the defense is well aware. I've no proof that the information of the wretched newspaper article is at all reliable anyway. In that situation, what the student should have done is wait for a medical assistant to arrive, but instead you claim that she suspected poisoning and took a potential lethal decision to remove the blades. She must have a strong reason for her suspicions then, or the argument makes no sense. Exactly, well put, Inspector. On what ground did she do it? Yokel? If you want grounds, I'll give you grounds. What? You can't possibly... Okay, let's see. Naturally, as you stand in the courtroom as a lawyer, you must be aware that words alone, empty or not, are of no value in our modern justice system. The court demands evidence. Okay, Your Excellency, there you go. I've seen it many times from my place at his side in the Old Bailey. So, present. I would ask the court to refer to the notes session in postmortem report, which reads, extreme meiosis, pupil constriction was observed in the victim. Ah. Clearly, being Nukel with no knowledge of forensic sciences, I have no idea, so please do tell me. Presumably, the fact that this condition of the victim was noted in postmortem report means that there's unusual symptom of death. Well, under normal circumstances, the pupil dilate when someone dies, but if there was extreme constriction in stairs, that's most certainly unusual, yes. What are you doing, your cold detective? In this newspaper article, there's also following information about the stolen poison. Onset of symptoms occurred in minutes, ending with an acute contraction of pupil prior to death. What? If the defendant, upon seeing the victim stabbed in the back, happened to have noticed the pupil of Mrs. Brett's eye has constricted severely, yes, as a medical research assistant, she would have suspected poison immediately without any doubt. Prosecutor Aochi, I think you'll agree that this is very compelling evidence. Ooh, okay. That's interesting. I believe the defense has expertly demonstrated incredible reason as for defendant's actions. No. Yujin Mikotoba. Yes, Your Excellency. I believe you are best placed here to confirm or deny the veracity of defense counsel's argument. You will tell the court the truth about the details reported in this newspaper, please. Oh, it pains me to have admitted, but I am afraid I don't know. You don't know? The toxin was kept under lock and key in my lab, certainly, but I was unaware of any theft. Do you mean to tell that the court that the reports of this theft are unfounded? No, Your Excellency. Without returning to the lab to investigate myself, I couldn't say. Ha! Listen to bumbling academic. Unaware of the theft of the secret state research from his own workplace until he reads of it in a newspaper. Wow. I take full responsibility for my incompetence of my supervision. Father. A pitiful situation for a university professor. You should have more control over your students rather than allowing them off on killing sprees. That is totally unfounded. Oh, waifu! Waifu's here. None of this is Professor Mikotoba's fault. It's all my fault. Bami-san, you stand accused here. Outbursts like this will not be tolerated. But it was me. I was the one who noticed that poison we were developing has been stolen that day. What? So new. I've been placed in charge of overseeing the project. And it was the day that Professor and Soseki-san were interviewed together for the newspaper. That's when I noticed some of the poison was missing. Just a tiny amount, but it was. Why didn't you let me know immediately? Oh, I was scared. The whole project was supposed to be confidential, but some of the toxins had somehow been taken. So I decided I'd try to get it back before anyone else finds out. Because I had a very good idea of who the thief was. Ooh. Oh, the toxins were in the fountain pen, no? Oh, don't you mean? Yes, of course. It was It was that dainty English women. Gisali bread. Ugh. That's why I decided to join the little group of people going to the seaside. Inside that beach hut, I confronted Mrs. Brett. But she just sat on the stool at the back of the hut, smiling sweetly at me as if she knew she was untouchable. I know it was you who stole the poison. Well, now, whatever you do mean. And then she suddenly got her feet before falling onto her knees in front of me and then collapsing on the floor. What the fuck? That was when I saw the knife on her back. I couldn't understand what just happened, and then, a moment later, I was seized with fear. Pupils of her eyes they shrunk to tiny pinpoints. I don't believe it. In other words, you realize the victim was suffering the effects of the stolen poison. My mind started racing. So could it be like she stole the poison and then she stabbed herself, you know? Like she did it herself. Jib jab, I don't know. I haven't seen anything pass Mrs. Brett's lips whilst I'd been with her, which left only one possible way for the poison to have entered her body, on the blade of a knife on her back. And that train of thought was what spurred you to withdraw that blade. Yes. If the amount that has entered her bloodstream was small enough, she might still have a chance. That's what I hoped. Really, I'm so sorry for staying silent all this time. Aww. Wow. Wow, we were just handling a poison case last night over in AA3. And we got poison here as well from a medic lab in Yume University as well, in another universe. Oh, that's very interesting. Your attempt to hide the truth of what happened is not something that can be overlooked. However, I have dully noted the courage with which you confess in the end. Thank you, Your Excellency. Ah. The balance has shifted a little here in this courtroom now. Your Excellency, do not be deceived. The victim just collapsed before your eyes, you say? Well, Mbami-san, if that's the case, perhaps you could explain how Miss Brett came to be stabbed. Well, you have no answer because the simple truth is that you stabbed the victim motivated by revenge. But you have no conclusive evidence to prove that assertion, do you? Oh, I have evidence. It is very much conclusive. He hesitated for a moment in there. I'm almost sure of it. Oh. Hello, Yuki. How are you? Welcome in. You will produce the aforementioned evidence at once. Perhaps some praise is due, young Yokashin. What? I had imagined there would be no need for me to submit this evidence. But you've brought this on yourself. Oh, I see. What the? Here's a crack. There's a crack. Not bad, think you got the flu. How about you? Oh no, take care. Take some rest. Oh, hope you manage to feel better soon. That photo was taken from behind, isn't it? That photo was taken from behind the heart. Could a more damning shot exist? The cruelty in the air on that beach is almost palpable. This evidence, more than any others, reveals the true extent of the accused's murderous nature. For it shows the precise moment that Membami-san plunged her dagger into victim's back. No, that was not true, no. I don't believe it. I should do my hair like ouchie. Yes, please do. Melo, how are you? Welcome in. Ouchie got like a lovely hairstyle. Counsel for the defense, was it you who was responsible for that scream that just pierced my courtroom? Perhaps his voice has yet to break, and these locales are slow of mind and slow to mature. Yeah, this bout sport on me ain't working out. Oh god. I'll show you who's slow to mature. Careful now. Susato is starting to show her face in it. It's often said that a picture is worth 1,000 words, and here we have the ample proof. Can't believe he had a photograph like that up his sleeve this entire time. It's such a stock image, I'm genuinely lost for words. Wait a minute, I don't understand. How did you... I mean, who took that photograph? Ray. That's of no importance. Why are you protecting the photographer? Stop trying to divert the attention. Hi Sonic Blades, gotta love people taking physical damage when losing an argument. True, yeah. It hurts physically when you got attacked with words. Oh. Oh, this is an absurd thing to say. It's crucially important. Whoever took this photograph was a witness to Mrs. Brett's death. The court must be allowed to hear the person's testimony. Ah! I will uphold the defense demands. Prosecution will review the identity of the person responsible for taking this photograph at once. Where is it? Where is it? Well, I'm afraid I can't do that. What do you mean? You see, this print arrived in the Imperial Police Bureau headquarters by express post yesterday. But there's nothing indicates the sender's name or address. The provenance of this print is unknown. Goodness. Are we to understand then, counsel, that full knowledge of the fact that this photograph has the murkiest of origins, you've nevertheless believed it fit for submission as evidence in this court? When you first produced that print before, I noticed that you hesitated for a brief moment, because you knew it wasn't completely reliable evidence that in your silence, your caution, and blabbering, Professor. What matters is that blatant truth that this print is so eloquently expresses. The defendants have already admitted to pulling the blade from the wound. Clearly, this isn't the moment that the knife was plunged into the victim's back, but the moment it was withdrawn. Don't waste this court's time with your ramblings. Indeed, without knowledge of who produced this print, we have no means of verifying the claim. And the scene captures without doubt the most compelling evidence presented to the court, and the defense is unable to shed any further light on this matter. I believe the conclusion is clear. No, clear your oars. No, not yet. No one put my wife in jail. No one. It's this time you fight. Yes, I fight. Yes, exactly. There can be no doubt. It was the photographer. Did the stabby stab. Let's go. You have plenty of time to rule your defeat on the slow train back into the provinces. I'll shut up, Aochi. No. If I can't determine who took this photograph, then the trial's gonna come to an end. There must be a clue somewhere. There must be a way of working out who took it. Well, Counsel, Your Excellency, yes, the truth is, I have an answer. Slap. Oops, that's painful. This isn't about whether I can or can't come up with the answer now. I simply have to. The identity of the person who took this dramatic photo, I assure you, is something the defense can and will reveal. What? No, you can't possibly. But as you boldly claim that you can, please, do enlighten us. Unfortunately, I'm unable to present a name. How utterly underwhelming. Did you really believe you could? However, I'm able to present evidence. The defense has a piece of evidence that reveals the important details about the photographer's identity. What? So this crack is presents. What's that? The newspaper again? Yes, exactly. It's not the headlines that's relevant in Your Excellency, it's the photograph. It has a crack. If you do look at it closely, you'll notice there's some white lines on the right hand side. Ah yes, indeed, they had already caught my eyes, as it happens. What of it? A shadow of some kind, presumably, and from the branches of a tree or the like. There are no trees growing inside the lab at the uni, I can assure you. Now, if you look closely at this photograph, it clearly, good gracious, is the same branches on the lenses, as exactly the same pattern of line present on this photograph too. Well, that tells us nothing. Yes, it's shadow of some kind, definitely, from branches of tree. There wouldn't be any trees growing inside huts at the beach, Council. What's quite remarkable about it, the two patterns are absolutely identical. How could such an extraordinary similarity have transpired? They are camera defects. There you go. Obviously, it must be due to a problem with the camera used to take the photographs. With the photographic device. Oh my god, a way of presenting photographic prints and photographic device. Yes, we can comfortably say that the camera's lenses must be scratched. And that scratched lens causes unwanted lines to appear on every print taken with the device. And in short, the two photographs under the consideration here were taken with the same camera. But there must be hundreds of such camera devices in the capital. It will be utterly impossible to identify the owner of this particular one. I think you're forgetting, Professor Aochi, Prosecutor Aochi, that photograph featured in a newspaper article. A newspaper. That's right. The author of this article is the mystery witness to this crime. What? Mimahu? Who's that? Huh? I see why you call a Rutgers, England returnee. What are you yelling about? You've already testified. It's many memo. I tell you, many memo. What? Ni memo. Makeshkifo. What the fuck is that? What was that exactly? Did you say? Say many memo. Ever since I returned to Japan, a reporter from the Shoru News has been hounding me, following my every move. A reporter by the name of... It's the RM! It's writing many memo. Hounding me from dawn to dusk. Now that he mentions it, that's RM. That same reporter, they... A camera be to the left of him, and neckboat to the right. There I am stuck in the middle with right in many memo. So are you saying that this picture was taken by many memo? Yes. My lord, your excellency. Officer, find this newspaper reporter at once and bring him to my courtroom. We will adjourn for a short recess in the meantime. Oh yes, your excellency. As you say, your excellency. One more thing, I want this knife, the murder weapon, examined for traces of poison. You will solicit the assistance of the Imperial University's medical department for the task, understood? Meh. Okay. Well, that was interesting. And that is the first case, not even half. And that has taken 2 hours. Wow. That was wonderful. Well, I think since it is a little bit late, so we're gonna do a little bit of wrap up around here. Okay, that was interesting. I think like it's quite interesting that, you know, like we met quite a lot of like different characters from the previous game, the first game, and I kind of like it. It was very random when Soseki and the Hosonaga actually went off and run around, and I was like, oh, here, which is very cute. I like it. It's full of surprises, and yeah, like, oh my god. Apparently Jessel Brett was actually murdered in this case. I really like how they started the case, and I'm wondering, like, I don't have a memory of that cutscene that started before the case starts, so I don't know if that is actually in the original game. Maybe I forgot about it. It was such a long time. I think like at least this game was like 10 years ago, something like that. So it's been a while since it launches. But yes, Anyway, we're gonna wrap up here as always. Thank you so much for staying around. Hope you enjoyed the story. And it's gonna be a long one, as I can see. It's gonna be a very, very long script. Pretty nicely written. And looking forward to continue on this one another time. So let's raid into our friends. Probably there's quite a lot of people streaming around these hours, I believe. Oh yes, I can see who I would like to raid into. Alright, so take care everyone. Thank you. And all system winding down, I'll keep everything in order until you return to this timeline, and take care on your way out. Ciao ciao, say hi to Valari. Bye bye.